What's up, guys? I am back with another video. It's been a while since I uploaded. Actually, it really hasn't been that long. I don't know. It feels like if I don't upload like every 2 days, it feels like it's the longest time to me. But in actuality, it's only like a couple days. But anyways, in this video, I wanted to talk to you guys about my new tire setup, how I've been liking it, what's the fuel economy, what's it been like driving it around. I've had these new tires put on a couple weeks now. So these are 33s. So coming from the stock wheel and tire setup to going with 33-inch tires on the stock rim. Now, first things first, I want to say my fuel economy before I switched over was, I believe, around 17 miles per gallon. And right now, the biggest difference I'm seeing right now, I'm getting around like 15. So it did take a slight hit with that. And, that's with me doing highway and doing, normal city traffic. But for the most part, I'm doing a lot of highway, but it's a mixture of both. I'm sure I could get better if I were to really try. But with me driving just my normal driving tendencies, this is what I'm getting. Actually, I want to double check on my computer right now to see what the system's saying. Yeah, as you can see, and I did reset this right before I got the new tires put on. So saying 15 on the dash, who knows if that's really all that correct. But so yeah, so obviously it's going to be, a little bit worse on gas. The whole thing with the speed and everything and, the acceleration. I did do a quick clip of my 0 to 60 time with the stock wheels and then my 0 to 60 time with the upgraded tires. I will say that wasn't full throttle. That was literally like 85% throttle. But that's just about the same amount of speed that you would put in, or the same amount of throttle input that you would put in if you're merging onto a highway or there's cars coming up behind you when you just kind of need to go. It wasn't like a full-on flooring it, but it was, pretty much like 85 to 90%, throttle input. So with the stock tires, I believe it was around 12 seconds, and then with the bigger tires, but granted though, I was on a slight incline. It was real slight, but that was around 17 seconds. So that's a big difference. I'm gonna do it again when I'm on flat ground just to really get a good comparison. But yeah, but just my normal driving, I do notice it actually a little bit. I guess the biggest thing with that is just putting in more throttle input when you're merging onto the highway. When you're, just pulling out into traffic when you have to just speed up. You kind of just, just not gun it, but put in a little more throttle input. So with that in mind, I didn't re-gear or anything else. I just have the bigger tires on. Yeah, so the acceleration is a little bit slower. Granted, the Jeep already, it's not fast. But it does slow down the speed just a tad bit. I will say though, I still have plenty of passing power when I'm on the highway. These engines, this is the 3.8 liter V6. These engines aren't the most powerful in the world, but when you're in the right rev range, you still have enough passing power on the highway. You just kind of have to floor it, then the transmission, it'll downshift and you can, pass. But, yeah, I don't know. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but granted, it's a Jeep, and that's just how it is. Also, another thing that I know I mentioned before in another video briefly, but the ride quality has actually improved slightly. With these bigger tires and the same size rim, it's made going over bumps and just potholes and stuff like that much more livable. Yeah, so that's been a really a added benefit that I didn't really think about, but I'm really happy that it yeah, I don't know, that it did. Another positive thing is the actual on-road performance. Since these tires are actually a lot wider than the stock tires, it's actually helped with the handling. These are 275s, I believe, and the stock tires are 225s. So they're a pretty big difference when it comes down to actual width. And yeah, that helps out in the handling department. I thought that, just because they're taller and your center of gravity is going to be higher up, it's going to, just destroyed any handling capabilities, but it's actually improved it. So that's nice with that. This did give the Jeep a couple inches of a lift. I did measure it out, and I forgot, it's either like 2 or 3 inches, but it did lift it up slightly. And, you know, with that in mind, I think it sits perfectly right now. You know, I'll probably still go with a leveling kit down the line, but I think for right now, it sits high enough up, and yeah, I really like the way that it looks. I like the stance of it, and I think overall it just looks a lot better. But yeah, with that in mind, these tires are holding up great. You know, if you're looking for a cheaper alternative versus going with a whole new wheel and tire setup, yeah, you know, getting 33s, putting them on the stock rim, that's a good option. I really do think so. You know, would the Jeep look better with 35s? Probably. But if you're not going to do a lift, you're going to have to cut your fenders, and then you might rub and all this other stuff. So, you know, doing the 33s, it's a nice look. I would say if you're going to go with 35s, if you're going to be getting, you know, off-road tires, you know, just be using it more off-road, then obviously go with that route. But for like a nicer looking, you know, build, you can do this, do the 33s. But anyways, guys, another quick little thing I do want to mention, I do have another mod coming for the Jeep. Yeah, I'll give you guys a hint. If you guys can guess what in the world can be in this, like, bag. I'm not sure why they shipped it like this, but they shipped it in, like, this weird bag thing. Yeah, so if you guys can guess what that is, you know, kudos to you. So leave your guesses down below what you guys think is going to be the next mod. I think it's a cool one, and it's, from what I've heard, once you do this mod, you're going to be looking back and thinking, how in the world did I live without it? So, yeah, so that's coming up next. But yeah, like always, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like this video, give it a like. Check out some of the other videos that I've done. I've done a ton of videos on this Jeep, a ton of videos on my old Camaro, and a whole bunch of car and vlog related content. So if you like this type of stuff, check out my channel. Also, if you get a chance, check out the website, geekswithcars.com. There's always a link in the description below. And at the end of the video, there's always like the banner that says visit geekswithcars.com. So if you're interested in that, check that out. But anyways, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.